Welcome back to a sunny Burnley for once. You'll notice we've got the solar panel frames on. Today, going to finish these off, just got 3 to go on. Going to get the slate work started, slating, doing the unders and the sides, putting a flashing kit around these solar PV frames. We are using, don't hate me for it, a Chinese slate. British slate is, wow, mega expensive. I do know because we use it all the time, and no, it's really expensive. So I went to Yates Slates, including, well, we use them all the time, we get loads of slates from them. I went there and I basically spent about 2 hours in the yard looking at every single imported slate they have. Chinese slate, Spanish slate, they've tons and tons of it, Portuguese, Italian. So I've chosen these Chinese ones. I think they're the best ones that, you know, have a nice ring to them and they cut well. So we went for them. We've got slating halves for the sides and around the panel kits as well, so that we're not cutting half a slate up. They are a 500 by 250 slate, so good size. Let's get to it. Here we go. We're just going to chop these down. I did get actually some Spanish slates for unders because they're 14 inch and we need to chop them down to 12 inch. A lot cheaper than chopping the big ones down, so I think I got these for about 70 pence a piece. These Spanish slates, there's just some leftovers that they had. I went yesterday and collected them. So we're just going to chop these down now, 12 inch, and get them all there. I think there's about 70 of them to do. These are slightly different than what we've got. Simple. Tape measure, line, hammer, peck it, smash it, cut it. Now you'll see I've done it on the back side of the slate, so we get the ribbon edge on the front side there. And that's it. Only another 60 to go. That's all the slates cut down. Little lads just hauling them at the minute. Probably wondering what the caravan's doing here. Little lads are officially moved in, but it's summer, it's nice, and we are kind of getting to a stage now where we've got a lot of materials up here, and we've got the CCTV system up there that's linked up to a security centre and everything like that. It's all alarmed. But for the short term, while we do the build, little lads are going to move in. So while we get this building up and running, we've got the little tourer here, but we're going to get a static in, and we're going to put that, so while we're doing the build, he can be site security, if you will. We just need to get this roof on, get the water system up and running. with a purification, and these solar panels then are going to power battery inverter, which will then power all the site. Before we can put the big static on and have waste and power and water to it, we need to get this building finished. That's why we're trying to get this roof on. And then you'll see in the other video, we've got the drain up there. We need to get the septic tank in. Big run of drains and cables and ducts and water pipes up here. It's going to run across the front of this building. They're all going to tee off into there. We're going to put a load of manholes here so that they can tee off into the house as well, and then run out right down there, because on the other side of the road we're going to put the static caravan. So that's the 12-month plan for that, but it's just here. We're going to move it actually further down, but we just haven't had time to get the site levelled off because we want to get cracked on with this roof. Anyway, when I got up here this morning, we sat on here having a brew, looking at the view. Yeah, boy. Might have to get that telehandler. Managed to get the unders on. Little lad's just putting that first course on. But what we're thinking already, we want to put something nice on here. So I'm just going to chop some slates up. We want to put the next course in as like a decorative course running down there. Don't know what it's going to be. Just going to make some slates. Have a fettle around, we'll see what happens. So I've just chopped these 3 slates here, and I've just put a little cut out of them. Standard, pretty slate detail in that. But I think we're going to run that all the way down there now, just with that in, and then we'll probably put something else on the next one, and then we'll be into this flash band here, where this tray comes off for the solar panels. We are just making it up as we go along, so if it looks rubbish, there's only us to blame. Well, there's only me to blame anyway, so we'll go and chop about 70 slates up like that now. My mic's gone wrong, so sound like a bit bad. But anyway, I like that. So first thing I'm going to do is make a template, because what I've been doing is scoring a line down the middle, putting a batten on, and that's my 2-inch that's left over, and then measuring up 6-inch, putting a cut in. It'll take forever, so I'm just thinking we could do with just making a bit of a template like that, and then I can just bang it on the slate, and away we go. Mark it, cut it, and I'll keep this because we'll probably end up doing more and more like this on the building and on the house as well. So, template. I'm just going to mark up actually what I did, and then we know where we're working to. That's on my centre line. So I think what we'll do, yes, we're advertising Diet Coke. Just going to chop these with handsaw. The circ saw or jigsaw just wouldn't get them as accurate. Got some 5-minute wood glue. It's going to be like 3 minutes in this weather, but I'll just glue it all together on these sides, and then I think we'll glue a piece on the back as well. I think that goes there, that goes there. That's in line with that. It's support as well. Ta-da! Right, leave that 5 minutes. I think I'll just mark some up by hand. Look at that, bad lad. I mean, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it does. So I'm just gonna line it up. So I've cut this batten at the back so that it lines up full width of the slate there. Front goes to the middle, and then I've just trimmed these two edges off so we know where the centre is. So hopefully now all I need to do is that. But I'm just going to double check it first. Yeah. 6, 2, lovely. So all I've got now, I've actually just changed my pencil to a yellow because I couldn't see it with a pencil line. So I've changed it to the yellow crayon one. But all I'm going to do is just trim this back in small bits until I get about 10mm off that line, and then I'll cut the line. Just like that. And then I just want to just see that line left over if I can. Just like that. And once you've got rid of the bulk, you can just tap it then, and you don't need to absolutely whack it. There we go, bit of line left. Then we can just tap it from there on and shave it off. Beautiful, just seat line. Right, hundreds and hundreds to go. It is going to be quicker with my new super template. I might screw into this bench because it's absolutely doing my head in wobbling around. Gonna leave that open and make sure it's shut properly this time. So day 2, got the unders on, first course, second course yesterday. We've put a diamond cut in it, I'm calling it a diamond cut anyway, and we're now putting another course on with a diamond cut in as well. We've taken the bottom row of trays off because we've worked out what we need to do for the flashing. So that's the second course we're going to put on, and what we're going to do is we're going to nail a flashing in between all these slates that will come down, and we'll dress it in there. Don't stand on slates. Little lad's just nailing on this second course, but I do like it. It is looking smart, if I do say so myself. And we're just trying to match up, make sure that all these match up to the centre of the slates. What we've done as well, we're just leaving a little 2mm gap in between each slate, just to allow for expansion, contraction, because with them being dark, they're going to absorb a lot and expand and contract, so we always leave a little gap in between them all. That's another day done. Doesn't look like we've done a lot. We've just been cutting for the rest of the day, and we've put all the slates on this pallet ready to go up. For next time we need to get this lead done. We've measured that up. It's an 11-inch piece of lead. It's probably just under 7, well no, it will be 17 metres long with the overlaps. And we're going to bring the solar panels as well, because what we've decided is we're going to put the solar panels on and work to the edges just to make sure we've got the right length. And I think it'll work better with the side flashings, and they need to go on anyway, so